Hi, this is Vicky, and this is Knitting at the Top of the World. So, I have been very sick for the last 2 weeks, so I'm sorry I didn't make a post. Today I finally have my voice back, so I figured I could do that. And so, today we are going to be going over some of my finished projects, my works in progress. We are going to be doing a yarn box review from Post Stitch, and I'm going to start the review. So, I'm going to show you what I've got. I haven't started the project yet, and I'm going to start working on it. And I'm also going to tell you about whaling, because whaling started last week, and I have some cool videos to show. I also have videos about, or not videos, pictures from the local fabric shop that I wanted to share as well. So, without further ado, let's get started. So first we're going to do finished. I finished my cowl that I started last spring. It's got a picot edge bind off right here, which keeps curling even though I have been working very hard at blocking it, but it's also been used quite a bit now too in the last 2 weeks because it's got this nice pattern that I can breathe through but keeps my face warm while I'm walking to work. There is currently 4 or 5 inches of snow on the ground, and it's getting very cold. Today we had a fire drill at school. We all had to go outside, and that was very miserable. Yes, I'm very sick still. I also made another little headband for my prize box. That's what I decided to do with all my headbands, is stick them in my prize box at school. And it's with a little bit of the leftover fat yarn from the cowl and some green wool that I had. So that's what I finished so far. I haven't gotten a lot of knitting done lately. Been working till about 6 at night. Today would be the earliest day I've gotten home in almost 2 weeks. And I was home at 6:15. It was a good day. I've also started to make a very long, thick cowl. I'm going to try to post the pictures. It was an idea I got off of Pinterest. There was no real pattern for it. But the idea is that it's a cowl that's about 2 feet thick. So that way you can wear it like a hood and then wrap it around your face. I think I'll need it. And I'm making it with the Big Bad Wool yarn that I had left over. Got a ton of this still, so I think I'll have enough to get it. But it's going to be probably about a yard long and 2 feet thick. It's going to be pretty nice. And it's just a regular purl, all the way up stockinette stitch. I am also working on the Passages scarf. I'm going to buy different buttons. I like the buttons I was sent, the wood buttons, but I really think I'm going to try to find some buttons similar to what they used, because I just think they're really cute. And I'm using it with the yarn it came with for the Passages scarf, which is kimono yarn, Spinsicle kimono yarn. And so it's almost like a mohair blend with some different fibers. So far I'm just at the bottom. I had a little tiny cast on party, and it's purple and green yarn. I really do like how the heather looks, and it's probably going to be a Christmas gift for somebody, because as much as I like it, I don't necessarily like the feel, and I know other people who would like it for the looks of it more than I will. I'm more of a practical knitter as of lately. Used to be really good with the looks. So that's what I've been working on, not a ton. So now, the big part. I got my Post-Stitch box sent to me by Miss Amy. Thank you. And so I opened it at the post office, but wanted to show everyone. So, when you open it, you get a nice little baggie like this. And I'm going to show you every part. So inside I have some lovely soft and warm double loft extra bountiful blend of baby alpaca and fine merino, made by Blue Sky Alpaca, and it's in the shale colorway. Really, really love Blue Sky Alpaca yarn. That's what this scarf I made right here is made out of. And actually I think it's the same variety. Love this stuff. So, and with this yarn, I will be making this pattern right here. I'm not going to show you guys the actual pattern. I'll show you what it looks like, but for copyright's sake, I'm going to show you the little postcard about it. And it's going to be a lovely, called Tokyo Tower Bandana by Olga Berea Kathleen. If I mispronounce that, I am very sorry. And it came with 2 sets of ChiaGoos, one 16-inch size 9 and one 16-inch size 8. I officially have more ChiaGoos than any other needle type, but they are also becoming my favorite. I really, really like, and I'll pull one out to show you what I really like about them compared to my other needles. I like the tips. So the tips of the ChiaGoos are sharper, and these are my Addies Clicks, which I like okay because I can interchange them, but their tips are just not the same. These are the same size, but I mean there's a real difference. And so I am going to be casting this on hopefully tonight while I watch TV. I'm watching TV tonight. I'm going to watch a movie. Big deal for me. And so I just wanted to show you those 2 pieces. It also came with a crochet hook, a very nice ChiaGoo crochet hook, getting all my ChiaGoo goods, an electronic counter, something I've never owned before, and I will learn how to use, and stitch markers. I am probably going to use my own, but I always like having extras of these. I used some actually in a Christmas ornament that I made the other day. And so here's the little pattern. I've used patterns from Blue Sky Alpaca before. They come a little bit like this. So it's really a very large paper, which I'm just going to briefly show you one side so I'm not getting rid of copyright information. If I can fold it back up ever. But I'm going to be making this pattern. I'm probably going to take this pattern to school later tonight when I go up to upload the video and make a copy and then blow it up so I can write all over it because I do like saving these the way they are. I wish I had my iPad here, honestly. I might buy myself a new one just because I could scan it in and then blow it up on my iPad. But, so this is everything that came in a postage box. Now, I'm going to try to post all the information below this time correctly, but I'm going to put a link to Postage, this website. I'm also going to put some links down to Blue Sky Alpaca. I just went fuzzy there. I'm still taking medication for my cold. And I'm also going to post the picture that I got the idea for this shawl from Pinterest. And yeah, all in all, I think it's really good. So this is going to be cast on ASAP. Thank you again, Amy. I will do a weekly review on it till it is done. Hopefully it'll be done in the next 4 weeks. God only knows I need to have less work. So, something else that's exciting that's been happening is I did my first online yarn order. I did it through, gosh, I've lost my mind again, knitpicks.com. I bought myself some very, very nice superwash wool. I also bought myself some nice Pima cotton. I'm going to use the cotton to I'm making the little girl who lives below me, in the apartment below me, a sweater. She's a sweet little tiny 1-year-old, and I think a sweater would be very nice. I also bought myself a bunch of black wool because I am going to make myself a long sweater. I saw the pattern on Ravelry, and I'm going to also post in the link, and I'm also going to try to post in the credits. And with that long sweater with the black yarn. And when they get here, I'll show them off and give you more details about them because honestly, I can't remember. I know I spent around $100. probably not the best spending of $100, but I don't really spend a ton of money in Barrow. I mean, tonight I went out to dinner with my boss, but I mean, that really wasn't a ton of money still. What else has been happening? Oh, I went to the NRA banquet the other night on Saturday night. That was a cultural lesson. The NRA is big here, and they hold the banquet in the elementary school. Guns in an elementary school in the evening. It was very funny. But it was also a very good time, and we had a wonderful dinner provided by Gino, the cook, who is also our school's cook. So it was nice. And so next I'm going to post some pictures from our store. Okay, so that was the pictures of our little local fabric shop. It's called the Fur Shop too. It's also the dry cleaners. They sell skins there. So you can buy beaver, mink, pretty much anything there. They also will sew cussbucks there, or not cussbucks, etuclucs, which are their version of cussbucks. What else has been going on? Well, the whaling's been going on. So I want to post some pictures of that. I'm going to save that till the end. If you do not want to see it, I would recommend not watching. It's a little gory. It's mostly pictures. I think there's going to be a few videos in there. It's not for anybody with a weak stomach, but at the same time, it's really cool. They do use every part of the whale, and they follow the strike system. So you're allowed this year 27 strikes. They used 6 strikes in the winter or in spring whaling. So they had 21 viable strikes. So far, they've caught 6 or 7 whales, and pretty much every part of the whale has a purpose. And you can see that in the pictures. There's going to be one picture where there's just a giant blood patch, and that's all that's left of the whale. And we're talking whales that are weighing, we got to see one that was a 41-ton whale that they'd pulled in. I mean, it's really a cool process. There's only a very few parts of the whale that aren't used. And then what's left over, they take out to the point so that the polar bears will feed on it away from town. So I'm going to be showing that after. But first, I've remembered I have some plants, so I'm going to go grab those. So I started gardening inside my little tiny bucket. And so I've got some different plants going on in here. Got some basil starting to sprout. Lots and lots of marigolds, and hopefully the cilantro will sprout, but it might not. I also wanted to show you outside because the sun came out, and that's really an exciting thing here in Barrow. Sun doesn't come out a lot. So this is Barrow with the sun out. And there's lots of snow on my porch. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had to share other than the whaling pictures. So I'm going to load those up, and I will put credits up first. So the credits are going to hit, and then the whaling stuff will happen after if you'd like to see. Alrighty, thank you. This was Knitting at the Top of the World. I hope it was really informative and helpful. Thank you.